Welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and in this video, we are going to be going right back to our TNB Trails test course with something that I expect will properly deal some damage. Now, this is John Hot Rod's fully built crawler upgraded Bronco with a solid front axle swap and basically everything else to go along with it. Now, this is actually the Bronco Raptor version, but again, this differs from the real world Bronco Raptor in quite a few ways. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire it up. We're going to hit the test circuit. And if y'all want to check this thing out on your respective consoles, make sure you use the link to the mod.io page in the description down below so you can get all the info that you might need. It also sounds so sick, and the interior looks amazing as well. And we don't actually even have a bunch of upgrades on this thing. It actually is pretty bare in terms of like aesthetic upgrades. And even with like some of the more entry-level powertrains, it's still quick. It's still really quick and really powerful. So we're just gonna go ahead and ease you down a couple of these rocks. Ew. My only like real concern that I have with it is because the suspension is so high, I wonder if it might get a little topsy at times. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna lock it in low and we're just gonna leave it and let it chill. Just walking it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Low plus? Was that too much? No? All right, now rotate it back to the right-hand side. Oh my God. This thing shreds. I'm gonna walk it down the rocks nice and easy, but be ready to get on the power if you need to. Like right there, because essentially if we didn't get on the power right there, we would have gone for a roll. Then go to the left. Make sure I find the rock grip. What in the... This is, I'm not going to say it's OP, but it's turning this trail into a freaking cruise. It really is. Like, it's definitely not intimidated by anything that we have put it up against. Turn into it. Almost went for a flip, but we're good. All right, now let's see. Dented the tailgate a little bit. I'm not going to worry about it too much, though. Inside and then back to the outside. Pulling the front axle off the ground going up something that steep is properly terrifying. Like genuinely terrifying. Just cruising through here. Not really much to worry about. And then now once we get to here, the biggest thing is you just don't want to go too wide, because if you go too wide, you essentially open yourself up to sliding off the edge. And well, let's just say the edge is a long way down and it's just kind of direct. So essentially, the best way to think about it is fine, not fine. Fine and not fine are definitely good ways to think about really being on the trail versus off it, especially on any trail that has a cliffside. It is strange though, like sometimes, and it entirely depends on the corner, but like sometimes it can feel a little bit sluggish in corners, but I feel like that's like in particular when you are like only on partial throttle because it's not able to dig. Ducking on down to the left. All right, now this is where things get turned up by quite a bit. Now we've got full-time lockers, and because we have the full-time lockers, I may leave it in automatic mode unless we need to lock it in low. I don't really see any reason to, like, take it out of automatic mode. My only question is, does it have good enough transmission tuning to basically just chill in automatic mode and cruise this entire trail section? Because this is a hard section. And so far, it's cruising. I mean, I am absolutely mind-boggled by this thing right now. This is wild. Bad line is bad. Yeah, this just in. Don't take bad lines. You'll roll over. That was not the fault of the rig whatsoever. All right, we're just gonna move on from that, and basically that never happened, and y'all never saw it, and it's fine. Now, I wonder, most of the time I have to go around this on the left, but I'm gonna try to do it on the right and see if it high centers. Oh, wow. So, normally it would high center immediately on that log, but I think that this is the first vehicle I've ever tested on this route that hasn't immediately beached itself right there. Now, granted, it did kind of beach itself a little bit afterwards, but I'm putting the rock sliders to use. It's fine. Holy crap! Just let it sit back down. I am gonna lock it into low for this, though, because I don't want it to accidentally put itself in reverse. Because if it puts itself in reverse by accident, that's a lot of crap that I don't want to deal with. I am amazed by what this thing is doing. And what it's, like, already done up to this point. I mean, this is definitely some sort of time record for this route, because we're not even 10 minutes into it, and it's already about to complete stage 2. Oh my God. I don't know why it found a bunch of extra grip out of nowhere and then just, like, rolled on through with that grip and flipped itself over. Drop it back down. So now we got to go about the ordeal of turning it around, and that's an ordeal in itself. Getting it to settle back down onto its wheels is, like, it's kind of terrible. Well, at least it's kind of terrible right up until you get it to kind of, like, where the center of gravity is happy. Then once you get it to where the center of gravity is happy, you'll be fine. Kind of avoiding the inside a little bit because I don't want to just, like, I don't want to drive it back over onto its roof. Although I do find it funny that this section that I thought was going to be easy turned out to kind of be harder than the part I thought that I thought was going to be the hardest part. But isn't that kind of how this stuff goes? Well, at least I didn't have to set it back down with the winch. Now, here's my question. Will it be able to just charge this in high? Probably not, but I'm going to try it any... Oh my God! Well? Oh no! Come on, set the front end down. Set the front... Oh my God! It is really temperamental. Like, if you're going up something extremely steep, this thing can actually kind of get really temperamental with you. Now, because we're this close, let's see. Up it goes. It's still really fun to drive, though. Like, this is definitely one of the most fun rigs I have driven in a really long time. And because it did such a good job at that, we're going to try something. Yeah, we're going to try something. There's a lot of ledges nearby that we could send this thing off of, and I kind of want to send it. I don't know if it's actually going to be, you know, all that epic or not, but whoop! That wasn't very far. was a lot less distance than I thought it was going to be, but oh well. I mean, I haven't like just completely sent a vehicle off of a cliff in a really long time. So if y'all enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time.